spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Buckeyes will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. What we expected, this crowd ready to make its presence known. The give to the tailback. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Back to throw, it's Manning. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Buckeyes and the Longhorns squared off in just a fabulous game. Cotton Bowl College Football Playoff semifinal a year ago. Texas fought, but it was Jack Sawyer, David, etching himself forever in Buckeye lore.
Yeah, Jack Sawyer called game. He basically said, we're ending this. Ohio State continued their dominance in the red zone. They were unbelievable last year, just the physicality. So now, Jesse, can Texas meet that physicality? Do they have a little bit of anger from last year's game?
And do they have more playmaking ability from the quarterback position? I think that was one criticism a lot of Texas fans had.
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Touchdown, Texas! How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Pulls it in. It's Ball. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Buckeyes will move the sticks.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye Buckeye.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. First play of this drive comes from the 27. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
It's picked off, and that's number 10, bringing it back. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw. It's Manning. Rushes on him. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing the pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Gets the back moving. Gonna look downfield again. This time he's got his man. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zone, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to the ground. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. The Longhorns come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Notre Dame escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think the Irish fans there today could have done without this one being so close. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Complete to start this drive. Counting on the Jets. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Looking for space. It's ball. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making it play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Defense looks as if it's coming. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Makes the grab on the big throw. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Snagged out of the air. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. This time they'll go to the running game. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quick strike complete. It's a running room. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Hey, man, this fullback is a weapon. Nice job catching the football and then turning upfield to go pick up that 1st down.
The Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Off the play fake. Here's a heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And he's going to bring this one out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. As they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Sayed. Trying to burn this defensive back. Brings it in down the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's ball. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here.
That play was designed to go to the running back. They were hoping they were going to get man coverage, and one-on-one, that back is going to win that matchup every single time.
From the 22 on first and 10. Pulls and fires incomplete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Peoples. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Quarterback making adjustments. On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Firing to the right, complete. Finally dragged down. He picked up the first down and set him up with a goal-to-go situation. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Man, you're going to need more of this in the second half. That's the way you punctuate a drive at the end of the first half to cut this to a one-possession game. Need more of that physicality in the second half.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Back to throw, it's Manning. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that. They're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
They get to him as he throws. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Yeah, you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught downfield. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Manning. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. No, he loses the ball after the huge gain. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Speeding down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Texas! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half, and the defense needs to start making adjustments.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Longhorns will kick it away to crank up the second half. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Steps away. He'll pull it down. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Motion from the wideout. Touch pass on the run. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They'll try to get the first through the air. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down. And more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game. So you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him. He'll make those contested catches.
Makes the grab. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. This is one of the great atmospheres in the sport, but this crowd demands to be entertained, and they are entertained right now.
Yeah, and when you've got playmakers that you can throw the ball to down the field like Ohio State does consistently every year, you always expect this. This fan base goes nuts because year after year they have elite playmakers.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Grabbed in the middle, it's Tate.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that 3rd down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game. You've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
From the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Never really got that return cranking The offense is set up at the 30.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time. But how confusing is it, Palmer? When it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception.
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one, a 47-yarder from the right hash. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit, still a 10-point game. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Looking deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Manning. Here's the pressure. Snags it down the right side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Baxter. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Another incompletion on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. The official says no good. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but left some points off the scoreboard there.
Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. To the air, it's Sayin. Finds a tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. That one comes out hot down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Going with the counter play here. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
To the ground. He's got it again. Just gets it to the 28. Pickup of one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Owens. Oh, he wants it all. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. He'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Tate. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Buckeyes in the hurry-up.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. He wants to change this route. To throw, it's Sayin. Catch in the middle, it's Peoples. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be enough.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
The Buckeyes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throwing right. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
And the Buckeyes need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He fires one deep down the right side. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Big fella moving. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. The Buckeyes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And he tacks on the extra point. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal, they'll line up for the onside kick. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Owens. Bringing the heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. The least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll field the punt and take it back. He'll be brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what that one's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offensive coordinator is going to have to be creative. Time is winding down, and the offense has to move quickly. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He wants a big play here late. He's got it on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And man, it has got to be so rewarding as an offensive coordinator when your play call perfectly counters the defense's call. And that's exactly what we saw there. That play targeted the coverage's biggest weak spot, and it led to a wide-open receiver.
Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, and he's running out of time. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Got some room to run. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. They get the